All right, we are back live. We'll wait and see who arrives here. I'll arrange myself. Get that up and running there. It's an impromptu live. Yeah, she's leaving right now, Kev. I just thought I'd come in here and let me share my screen here where my TinkerCad is. And I'll put myself down in the corner there. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. Just playing around with a little TinkerCad tonight. Going to redesign the tray. It is very comfy. Very comfy. Christina, we just got off the regular live making pens. Didn't know if you were there, but we missed you. And I'm just kicking back here, going to do a little bit of playing around with this. I'll pop over. I just designed this tray today, and we're going to redesign it to do some better things. Carrie calling. What's up, babe? Oh, she go to voicemail. There we go. What's up? Oh, she ended. I couldn't grab it, bud. What's up, babes?
Hello, what are you doing?
I'm live right now. I'm going to redesign the tray.
Oh, I didn't know you were live. Sorry.
That's okay. I just went live. Just impromptu.
Oh, okay.
Be safe. See you soon.
Yeah, I need you to glue some pens when you're done. You're live.
Very good. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Here we go. All right. So here's our tray. I want to go backwards. Can I go backwards? No, I can't. I have to redesign it from scratch. So we'll leave that there. This was a baggy tray. You know, Christina, when you're kitting up things and they come in those little Ziploc bags, you can just drop them right in here, and then these will stack. So it'll be pretty cool. All right, so let's drag another thing out here. And I know that we are, let's see, we are 63 wide. So we'll come in here and we'll do 63. That's 63 millimeters, by the way. We are, I believe, 175 long. I don't know why that's separated. Oh, maybe I need to go. Oh, I see. I can go back and back and back and back. Oh, okay. Oh, I had to think for a minute. I'll give it a couple of backward strokes and then see how it happens here. Well, I know they separated and they were glued together before. Yeah, probably easy to redesign it. Okay. Let me move these two guys out of the way. They are now combined. Yep. Okay. Let's get the new one out here. This is 175. And then this is 63. And then this one, how tall was it? 84. There we go. There's one. Now we're going to copy that one. So we got two of them. I have a couple, but I'm always looking for something new. I'm actually redesigning these. They'll help stand well, and they'll do it. Hey, Trudy, how you doing? We're redesigning the tray that we showed on the live. And if you notice this one here, it's got dividers in it, Christine. So it helps them stand up really nice. But I got to make it just a hair wider. So what we're going to do, let's see, we're going to take this and we're going to do a lot of steps. And we're going to radius the corners 0.125. 0.125. Enter. Sitting in the front room just kicking back on my recliner. Chilling. All right, what this does is this softens the edges right there just a little bit so it's not so sharp. We'll do we don't need to do the interior because that's going to be the cutout on the inside. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to make it 64 wide. Is that what I wanted to do? Yeah, 64. I need a little bit more room for the baggies. All right, and this one here will currently make 64 wide. All right, same height and all that different kind of stuff. So now we're going to have a 2 millimeter bottom in it. So we want to make the height of this one 82. There we go. And now that's going to fit. This one will fit down inside this. And we'll call this one a hole. So when we marry them together, one will disappear. Yeah, cool. Yeah, just watch me design. And if you guys got good ideas, throw them out there because, you know, I can do the heavy lifting. I just not that creative of a guy, of a person, I should say. Now we're going to line these up. So one, I want them flush to the top. I want them arranged this way. And I want them arranged this way. So that is front to back, side to side. Oh, I didn't make the hole. I didn't make the hole smaller. Okay, so let's just go back to here. So this one is 80. We made it shorter, and that's good, but we got to make it, let me just get rid of this here. There are two different pieces here. This one here is 64 wide, and we're going to make this one 61 because we want a wall of 2 on either, or 1.5 on, is that right? 1.5 on either side? 62. That'll give us a 1 millimeter wall. No, we need to get down to 61. That'll give us 1.5 millimeters width. And this is 175 long, and we're going to take 3 off of that. 172. That way, okay, now that'll work. All right, we still got that edge softened. That's good. We're going to make this lots of steps as well. And we're going to put this inside of that one. We're going to highlight them both. We're going to arrange them to come to the top. And then center, left and right. And that essentially is going to create a hole. And what we'll do is we'll select them now and we'll merge them together. We'll give it a second to update. So there's our new tray. So there's our tray. If we just printed it like that, it would be a printed tray. But we don't want to do that. We want to bring another one of these over here. And we're going to make this thing, let's see, the inside was -3. So we're going to make the inside -2. So that'll be 63. Enter. So 63. And then this one here was 64. So that's right. That's 1 millimeter thinner. We're going to make it, this one was 175 long. We're going to make this one -2, 173 long. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing the interior. Okay, this is actually going to be 1.5 millimeters deep. Enter. There we go. And then this is going to be, we're going to make this 65 tall. A little bit shorter. Now, these will be our dividers. So we're going to take this, copy it. We're going to make 2 of them. So now we got 2 of them. And we're going to get our ruler out here. I'm going to throw it down there in the corner. I'm going to bring this up to the edge of that ruler. Okay, so we got the ruler snapped right there in the middle. So now we can measure ourselves. And I want to take, oops. Oh, hang on, Control Z, Control Z. All right, so let's get rid of this thing first. I got to take these and merge them together. Oh, I did. Okay, good. We'll bring this over here. We want this one back 50, 56. Something like that. And then this one here will be 112 back. Now it's got to go back a little more about that right there. All right, get this one a little more. We'll take care of the centering in a second. But that looks like 3 evenly spaced boxes. Looks like this one could come back just a little bit. There we go. And now we will highlight all of those, and we're going to align them again. We're going to align them to the center so they're up and down even. Center there, and we're not going to touch that one on the side. So there is our box. We're going to highlight that, and we're going to meld it together. Now it's all one piece. As you move it around, we'll get rid of the ruler. But as you move it around now, it is the box. And the baggies fit inside of here. Now the next step we got to do, move this over. We got to make another box. And this is going to be 4 short on either end. So 175, we're going to make this one 171. I can't see the chat right now, but let me come over and check that, make sure everybody's saying. Hey, Joe, yeah, I just thought I'd pop into the living room here and design them on my laptop. So I'm just in here redesigning the tray. And the ones I softened the edges. That's what that little radius thing was doing there. Yeah, okay, so let's go back over here to my window here. So this one here, we're going to make a platform for this to sit on. We want it to be 2 millimeters tall. And we want it to be, how wide was this again? 64. We're going to take 2 off, so we'll make this 61 wide. Now, that is our base. So when we take this, and what we're going to do now is we're going to take this one here and we're going to hit C. We're going to grab this little ball right there. It allows us to set it on top of that one right there. So now there is our base. Now it's not even right now, so we got to take it out of here. We've got to highlight them both, and then we're going to arrange them again. We want them arranged front to back evenly, side to side evenly. And we don't want top to bottom, but we want it sitting on the bottom. So we don't want to hit any more. So now that will give us our, our bottom. It disappeared. Where'd it go? Oh, there, it's up there. Oh my goodness. We want that sucker down on the bottom. Let's cruise that and get it back down to the bottom. Okay, that's on the bottom now. We will now take this one. We will cruise it, grab that little ball there and sit it on top of there. And now we're going to arrange those again. I think I hit the wrong button the first time. There we go. We're going to make it front to back, left to right. All right, that should, where did it go? Oh, it's that, why did it go down there? Weird. Okay, that's sitting down there again. This one here, I need to cruise. I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, I got to grab that button there, sit it on top of there. Got to figure out what makes that thing jump up. Okay, so I'm going to highlight them both again. And I want them, oh, I hit the wrong button, left and right. I hit the center button. And then this one here. So this is the front and back. This is the left to right. And I didn't hit that one on the side there, so it's on the bottom. And there's our little lip down there at the bottom there. So that'll be our lip, and that will sit inside the other one there and rest right on top of it. And if you look at this thing here, it's got a little space at the bottom so that you can, if you drop drills down there, you can just push it to one side and do it. Okay, we're going to take this one here and delete it because we don't need it anymore. That is our finished tray. Now all we have to do is select those two pieces, merge them together into one. Now when you move it around, you move them together because it is all one piece. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're just going to be here for a little bit, Joe, because once I start printing, there's nothing to do but wait 3 hours. Let's see. What are we missing here? Watch as long as I can. The ones you have are much larger. These will work great for both small and larger projects. Absolutely. I was asked to design one that you could kit up into 2 or maybe 3 of these boxes max. And when they stack on top of each other, they don't click together. We could do that, but that would require more engineering. We can now nest them, so you can put one on top of the other. Okay, so this is a free, by the way. It's called TinkerCad, made by Autodesk, and you can just make anything you want. There's all kind of stuff you can use over here. You can grab more shapes down there, libraries of stuff. So it's a lot of fun to play with if you have a purpose. To just come in here and play doesn't do much good. Okay, now what we're going to do is export this, and it's an STL file, and it just did it right there. So we're going to go find the location of that. There it is, the DP baggy tray. And now we're going to come over here to our software. That's going to, let me see, am I sharing this one? No, I need to stop sharing that one. And I need to share, where'd my thing go? Here we go. And I need to share. Are you going to leave the side solid? Yeah, I'm going to leave the side solid. If you watch the beginning of the live, Trudy, you'll see actually we do one pen, then I go to take it out. And when I took it out, I had stars cut in there. And the bottom of the stars, the way it prints, it sort of leaves a little bit of not purely cured plastic out there or cooled or whatever. And it got a little bit fuzzy. They would, but I'm going to have to work on how it prints so we don't get that distorted look. And if you watch the video and the other one, you'll see, you're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't want that either. That's ugly. So we'll figure it out. Yeah. So watching the beginning, you'll see I point out the stars, how they got a little funky on the top underside parts. The bottom parts were gorgeous because you've got something to lay on, but it was hanging as it was printing up on an angle and didn't look so cool. Okay, so now let me go share this other screen here. Let's see. Window, Bamboo Studio, share. Okay, so now we're in the Bamboo Studio. So let's go back to prepare. And we got nothing going on here. So we are going to, I'm going to separate this a little bit. Go find my other, here we go. I'm going to drag this baggie over on top of here. So there it is. So there it is sitting in the design studio. And we can even zoom in on that. And you can see there's that lower edge that's going to sit down in the top there. Now this is the printing software. So essentially, this is the build plate that I actually showed on the stream. So I just sort of leave it in the middle. But since we like this design, I'm going to print 2, but wait, I'm going to print 3. I don't think you have to line them up. I think I'm just a little, not perfectionist, but neat and organized. Anyway, so we printed the other ones in purple. So to separate it out, we will print these in here. So here's what it'll look like printed, but I'm going to go choose I'm going to choose a different color. I'm going to go print it in purple again. So now it changes to purple, and you can see it sitting on our panel there. And now we're going to slice the plate, which is what the system does to generate layer upon layer. All right, slice is okay. Now we'll go over here to print plate, and this is the printer right here. And I can do all this from sitting in there. I've already cleared out the printer, and I'm going to send the job to the printer. I'm not sure if you can see that. I hope so. Oh, yeah, you could. Cool. Now, this software also allows me to monitor it. So as soon as it's right now, it's temporarily closed because there's no activity for a while, but it's actually downloading. So it's going to take 4 hours and 24 minutes to print these three, which actually makes it cheaper per item because it was 2.5 for one. And now I'm going to get, let me turn on the camera there. Now I'm going to get 3 in 4.5 hours. So that makes it cheaper per print. Oh, does that say 8 hours and 3 minutes? My goodness. We'll wait till it starts here. We'll just sit here for a minute. Takes 355 grams. That's about 120 grams each of filament. So we added 15 grams by not cutting holes in it. And I really would like to cut holes, but they may have to be square holes or something that looks good when it's printed in that direction. Oh, right now the heat bed is warming up. This is the inside of the printer. This is the printing head right up here, this white little box on the upper left. And actually you can see out into the shop right there. You can see the edge of Carrie's shipping desk all the way to the right there. You can look out the window of the front of the printer. If she walked by, you would see her, but she's in the car right now. And of course, over here are my 4 different plastics that I have in there. Got a green one, a gold one, and a purple one. And this last one's a black one, but it doesn't register because it's not a bamboo product. I agree with the doggy paws. Did you see our ring, Trudy? The doggy paw ring at the beginning of the live I showed? We're going to be making some of those this week too. Okay, so right now the print head is moving around, it's zeroing itself. And as soon as the, it says estimated finish time, 4:26 in the morning. Oh, so this does still take 2.5 hours each. Wow. Yeah, so that didn't get cheaper. I was reading it incorrectly. Estimated finish time is 4:25 a.m. and it will take 8 hours and 1 minute to print once it starts printing. And right now you can see up here in the right, our temperature is 249 degrees, and now coming down because it got too hot. That is our print nozzle where the plastic comes out. This is our bed. As soon as those get equal, then we're good. And this is the whole unit, but I don't have this is not a heated unit, so we don't need to see that. Okay, the head will start printing. You'll see the print bed come up. It'll probably do some type of leveling thing. It'll do a calibration, and then it'll start printing. Actually does a calibration, then it does a clean out strip. It'll like print a little strip, and that way it knows the nozzle's nice and clean and starts printing really well. And this is just so automated now. It's just so much fun. And then we could just stream 8 hours live of this thing printing, but that wouldn't be very exciting. That would be no fun. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do the doggy paws. Maybe I could do them on the bottom. If you did them on the bottom, it'd be a hole all the way through, though. I don't know. We'll look at them for sure. We definitely want to make fun stuff. I just got to figure out how to do it. So right now the bed is calibrating itself to the head. That way it knows it get a nice straight print. And if it were not time lapse, but actually real life, you would see how it goes up and down, making sure it's all zeroed out. Now it's moving around, doing the other corner, all that good stuff. Not sure why it's laying plastic right there in the middle. Oh, and this will be hanging off the bottom. It'll clean that off in a second. It's calibrating the bed. Yeah, we could do an insertion. Just got to learn how. I just got to learn how. Yeah, they do a lot of drill trays like this. Remember, I'm new to this. I've had this printer set up since New Year's Eve. And then we went live that night. We were from our table over there where the printers are. So this is all brand new for me. And Carrie says, yeah, I want it printed like this tray right here. So that's a good idea. That'll require a lot of color changes, though, because it'll print a strip of purple, then the color, then the purple, then the color. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. But I know we don't want to, that would be like 430 layers. And if that doggy paw took up 100 of those layers, and there were 8 of them around there, it would be 3,200 color changes. Man alive. That'd be a lot. We'll have to figure it out, though. Looks like it's printing a strip, and now it's going to begin printing. There goes the test strip there across the front. You can see it just printed that purple test strip. Now it's going to go over and start printing. There's the first one. That's the outer layer of the bottom where that in reset was. Now it's going diagonally to build the bridge to in between the layers, or the bottom layer, I guess. Yep, I just had to figure out how to do it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you'd make it a thinner piece and just put it on the inside of there. It's not a bad idea. That might be cool. And that might look sharp and hold up well. I'll have to play with that tomorrow. So let's try that. While that thing is doing that thing there, let me go back to the All right, let's get off of this and we'll go back to TinkerCAD. We'll stop sharing. And let me go share this tab. Okay, where are we at here? Share screen. Let's go back into there. So this is our box. And let's just say we want to do, I may have to make a doggy paw thing, but let's just try this one right here. So what we can do for this one is, one, we got to rotate it 90 degrees and then rotate it this way 90 degrees. There you go. And we will make this thing, let's see, if this thing is 1.5, we'll make it 0.75. Do I have to cut a hole first? That's the question. Yep, I think I need to cut a hole first. So what we'll do is we'll make this wide like that. We'll copy it, and we'll have another one just standing by. We'll take this one, and we will sink it in there. And we will call that one a hole. And then we will combine these two together, and that will cut a hole in there. Okay, so now we got our hole. See our hole in there? We could see out of our hole. Now we need to take this one. We're going to make it, oops, let's see, this one here, 0.75. That's half the thickness of that wall, because the wall is 1.5. And then we'll just take it and move it in. And I'm going to take my 0.1 millimeters. So there it's indented a little bit. You can see that indent there. Now we could take it all the way and make it flush with the back here like that. There we go. That's flush with the back. And that would do that out front. Oh, cool. I'll have to try and print that tomorrow and see what that does. And now we could take these two guys right there and we will meld them together. And now they are one piece. So you would essentially have that thing indented. You guys are geniuses. We might be onto something here. This is cool. Okay, we'll stop sharing that. That was neat. Now I got to go design a doggy paw somehow. Yeah, heart just because it was there and it was free. Yeah, and it won't be a different color because it'll print all with the same one. That would stop the color changes, and it might take 10 hours to print one if you had that many color changes. It takes a while. Oh, yes, that was fun. All right, so that we learned a lot tonight. Again, this whole thing to me is, what is today, the 5th? This whole thing today for me, this 3D printing, is 6 days old. I learn stuff and I learn it fast, but it just takes a while for me to learn it all. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go see how we're doing over there on the other thing. Let's see. Let's go share that again. Share screen. Where's Bamboo at? Where'd the Bamboo go? Was it minimized? Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's what it's doing. So it prints a perimeter, and then it's going to build a bridging to go back and forth, because you can't just print straight lines. You've got to intersect them so that they make structure. So it already printed the bottom of the first one. I didn't even look at the bottom of the other one to see if it was diagonal lines, but that's pretty cool. So now it's just filling it in. So that nozzle is 230 degrees centigrade. What is that? Let's see. F to or C to F. C to F. If it's 230 degrees Celsius, 446 degrees Fahrenheit, that nozzle is that's printing out the plastic. Is this just crazy stuff here or what? It blows me away. All right, that's about it. Or we're going to be watching that for 8 hours, and I'm sure it would be fun at some point, but not now. Probably not for the next 2 or 3. So that thing will go all night long until it runs out of filament, which I hope it doesn't. If I wake up in the morning, it's out of filament, I'll have to restart it, and it'll do its little procedure and continue on. It can stop and start. It's that smart. All right, ladies, you have a good evening. We'll see you soon, and thanks for coming back on and hanging out. Bye-bye.